Yo, Gio, how is it going? Good morning to you. Yo, Aiden, welcome to the stream. Good morning. By the way, I know you were streaming last night, but I was watching Bomb Happy, and they got like 2nd place in Megalore 80%. They're like 7 seconds off world record. Not sure if they're gonna submit a run today, but did you end up finishing a new all levels run, or did you? Yeah, I didn't end up seeing all your stream. I ended up crashing down early. Did he tie first? Did he get another one? Maybe he ran it back. Actually, he still did run, so maybe he... I may have missed that. I just saw that he was 7 seconds off. Maybe he ran it back. Anyways, let's go Bomb Happy. That's sick. To be honest, if this run goes really well, I might do like an impromptu Megalore run. It's gonna be like terrible, but rip. Honestly, that category looks a lot harder than I realized. I didn't really think about like gold medals for everything, and having to like reset pretty much if you don't get them. So that seems kind of rough. Am I too far to the right? No, I'm like just perfect actually. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to KO this Doomer before they go off screen, but if you do it properly, you can get them so they'll die like instantaneously when coming back in. To be fair, I think optimize it won't be an hour 15, but at least for now, yeah. Combo system looks nutty for runs, especially for like gold medals. Also, why was the frickin' Duder combo posted in KSS? Was that just like an error? What is going on with KSS? First, someone submits an accidental world record for any percent. We got this. Oh shoot. I missed the star and I pressed I missed the star and I still pressed start. Nice. I lost like 5 seconds in that first room. It was a meme. I don't know. The accidental world record thing is still so funny though. I still technically have quote-unquote, like, I mean, it's SRC world record for, frickin' Spring Breeze. I still randomly get comments on that. I was actually watching Yoda stream for a bit before I started. Yeah, you put Sping Bees. Whoops, I'm stupid. Sports pink bees. Shouts to bees. God, this level's been bad. Not in like any like one massive mistake, just in like the sense of 10 small mistakes that make me want to reset. G-O-Y. G-O-Y. Oh my god. It's funny as hell. Also, I think I figured out why I'm having so many problems with ladders in this game. I don't really think it's the game as much as it is, shoot, my freaking D-pad on my Switch Pro. I think it's a little bit messed up, where sometimes when I'm holding right, I'll get like up inputs. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe it's the ladders suck in this game, but I've also had some problems. I was doing a little bit of offline 80%. Nothing came, like, didn't get a serious run going, so I didn't really mention it. But I was having some problems with accidentally entering doors while I was holding right, just because, I guess, like, as I said, I'm getting a bit of an up input, so it's just enough to trigger a door. We're getting some movement. Aiden, thank you for blessing this round. This is gonna be the sub 3. Not only is this gonna be the sub 3, this is gonna be the sub 259. Streamer, please calm down. True. Honestly, if this ends up being like, you know, the run I want, first run, it also means I'll probably have more time to, you know, do other stuff. And like do arena for a bit, or a Magalore run. I gotta calm down. I'm bringing too much right now. sneaky good frame there, just a little bit off screen. Didn't get the dash going there. Outside of that, that was same there. Didn't get the dash. Honestly, the platforming here is a lot more fun in this game with the speed boost and slide boost you get from super abilities. As I missed the rift, but it is fun. Every time I've done it, I felt like I've gotten a little bit better at like actually dodging the enemies, and if I get, you know, hit, it's a damage boost, not getting knocked back. It's a lot more annoying in OG. One 4 is a sneaky good level. I don't really think about it much when I think about like my favorite levels in this game, but 1-4 is pretty fun, like beginning to end. Too bad they nerfed Leaf, and you can no longer one cycle this boss. Yeah, I wasn't even close. Yeah, honestly, at this point, getting a 13 World 1 seems like pretty realistic. Just need to actually have like a good World 1 with none of the stages being sort of weak links. Ladder moment. Also, this fight sucks now, because it's pretty much just RNG. You just need to hope that you don't lose your ability when Wispy sucks you. God. And we got good RNG. Yeah, that kind of didn't come out the best. Oh hey, it's best split times. Cool. I mean, I've got 11 runs, so it doesn't really say much. Okay, on our download Amarak, take the uncompressed video from the cap card to get an uncompressed frame of Kirby spitting water. Is this the frickin' frame from the Hundo run I was doing? Like, where I spit the water in 4-4? Also, I think I coined that strat. Oh, I forgot, I have to do a slide and then a burn. Yes, I love it too much. Where's RTDL frames when you need it? Alright, once you get that absurdly good frame, let's make it an emote. Slash, can you make it an emote? Because you're gonna be better. It haunts my brain every day. Just living in there rent-free. Get in the cannon. I swear, the most underrated feature about this game is being able to run into walls and not lose your momentum like an OG. It's such a little thing, but like, that applies in so many scenarios. Like, that's a perfect example of me just getting a random up input as I go past the ladder, but it makes me climb up it. I swear I wasn't holding up, I was just holding right on the D-pad. I gotta, like, remember to use control stick in situations just like that, so I don't get screwed over. Oh, I did not want to recoil there. That screwed me over. I was just like pressing B by accident. I'm not going to try doing the fire juggling strat. I've kind of come to the conclusion that's probably not actually saving me time. If I'm eventually not lazy, I'll time it, so I can figure it out for sure. Yo, Aston, thank you for the good luck. I missed your KSS stream yesterday. I saw that you were streaming for a bit, but I wasn't around, unfortunately. Hope that it's going well for you. Okay. Kind of overshot that. Sin last night. Wait, I resented in Dyna? You would say I reset it in Dyna? I reset my I too resented in Dyna. Oh my god. Oh shoot, I can't do a slide there. I'm stupid. I'm just not gonna bother taking a hit, honestly. Like, I mean from the flames, I'll take a damage boost there. But I'm really trying to avoid going into this rift every single time with, like, -5 health. Nice accidental input. Ow. Now I might be one shot. I cannot be positive, so I'm gonna play this very carefully. That's the type of range of health where I cannot tell if I'll live on a sliver if I get hit, or if I'm just going to die. I can't tell. But I'm gonna lean towards being safe. Curb. I agree, honestly. Curb. That health. So close. I definitely feel confident that's possible. I just need to be a little bit more efficient. Like, towards the end, before they went off screen, I kind of fell into the water. I easily could have, like, stayed towards the middle and maybe gone a bit more off the, like, down ground attack. Okay. Alright, start. Not the best tornado movement there. Curb gang coming in strong. It's a really unfortunate knockback. I'm probably gonna lose a couple seconds on the stage. Yeah, it was like 5-6 seconds, something like that. Oh, I screwed up. I might not be able to make this now. Never mind, it's very easy. Screwed that up though. Okay, I barely dodged that. That was close. I was honestly surprised that didn't give me the water ability. Nah, it's a Saturday. This is definitely the perfect just stay in bed kind of day. I'm also not known for giving good advice. Be like me, bed forever. True. He just like me. He just like me for real. Food is also good on a Saturday. I can't argue with that. Packed a veg. Happy birthday to whoever has the birthday then. Yeah, I think I take one more cannon hit without dying. I better hope on it. No problem. It's Ori Day? That's exciting. I'm not sure what it means to be Ori Day, but that's exciting. Oh, it's your own birthday? Oh, okay, there you go. Happy birthday. Remember when Aiden streamed Ori? That was fun. No. Booming blasters. No way. I do Bibtud. Real ones, remember. Geo is a real one. Ah, shoot. I remember when Aiden streamed. Saying that like Aiden didn't stream like listening. That was a really good neuter fight. Outside of the accidental like water geyser at the beginning. One whole day feels like one whole year, which feels like 10 years, if you do the math. Yeah, forever. Honestly, not a bad idea. Both yesterday and the day before, I was heavily debating doing hundo runs, and I kind of just opted not to, because it was going to be too much of the time that I had, like, spare throughout the day. Nice damage boost. That could have gone horribly for me, and it didn't, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, take the time to chill the hell out. Not a bad thing. Oh wow, this water movement is crispy. Usually do not do that well at all. Usually it's that plus like 5 or 6 accidental like knockbacks, or I just lose water. I still can't do this room though, like falling properly. Man, that is some clean water. That was some Fiji type movement, you know? Usually I got that Aquafina movement, but today I was feeling Fiji. Oh yeah, 157 door entry. Oh yeah, we're like 5 seconds ahead of gold. I know my gold in this split sucks. Like I feel like something like 540 is probably realistic, and I'm sitting at a 557. I would drink the ocean water from Kirby. Honestly, at first I thought that was a weird statement, but I kind of fully 100% agree with you. I kind of would do that too. I just wasn't ready to read that. Drink the ocean water from Kirby. Last night I had toilet water movement. Last night I had Dasani movement. Honestly, Dasani is the one I should have called out. I'm a certified Dasani hater. Me like suffering from like dehydration in the desert, finding some Dasani, and just dumping that in the ground. Better than Dasani. I remember really like disliking Dasani water and thinking it was just me. And whenever I told people, it's like, it's just water. What do you mean it's bad? It's like, it's not bad. And then I go on the internet and I read all this Dasani hate and I felt so justified. Like I wasn't crazy for imagining the water I was drinking tasted like garbage. Something was. Water in Toronto's pretty good. I will say, there's a few small towns, like outside of the GTA, like greater Toronto area, that have some bad water. But if you're like close to the city, it's probably gonna be pretty fine. Pay like $2.50 for dog shit. Oh my god, this song. Like one of my to give you like a specific example, one of my good friends is from a very small town, like 10,000 population, outside of Toronto. The water there is legally barely above the legal safe limits, but it's still actually toxic for dogs. So if you live in this town, you don't want to be giving your dogs tap water, or else you could risk like poisoning them. That's kind of like how bad it can be in some areas, but you don't get that in Toronto. That also might be very specific to that one town, but I imagine there's probably similar ones. Yeah, it's not good. But it makes sense. If it's like barely good for humans, like barely within the legal limits of like what you can have clean water be, then it makes sense it's probably gonna be just downright toxic for dogs, especially like given water. It's sad. There's areas in the States where that's also happening too, and it's like screwed up. It's like Gordo. Okay, I know you meant to say Gordon, like Gordon Ramsay, but saying it's like Gordo saying it on Hell's Kitchen. I'm actually a huge Gordon Ramsay fan. I've seen like every season of Hell's Kitchen and like a large chunk of Kitchen Nightmares. Plus like a bunch of like other things he's been in. Ooh, yeah, I can imagine that. Some of that, like, real bad, like, treated water in Florida. Or, like, any area where you're, like, got, like, swamp water and you're trying to treat it so it can become, like, drinkable. It's probably still gonna be bad. Got destroyed by that glunk. Everyone calls him Gordo now. It's a sick meme. I am kind of curious to experiments with Mecha, grabbing at the end of 3-1 and kind of carrying it into this level. I feel like that route could maybe be decent. Kirby visits Florida. See, now I'm just thinking about Mario Max's, like, Florida split in, their, Waddle Dee runs. Sans Undertale? But no, I didn't see the new arena run. I should, though, because I wanna watch that. I just haven't gone around to watching any of the arena stuff. I didn't even realize I had 11 seconds of time save here. It's kind of absurd. Oh, I didn't want to get hit by that. Not a big loss. But, Kirby visits Toronto level. Kirby learns a bunch of dumb Toronto slang. I'm getting destroyed. I need some help. They actually submitted. You get that in a lot of arena, I feel like, and where you get people who have like really good times, but they don't submit always. They just kind of keep it to themselves, or they'll like post on Twitter. You'll have to get someone else like submitting on their behalf, so that there's like an accurate world record. I want like one of these things to like give me some health. There we go. Give me a little bit of a buffer here. I've been thinking about that mentality recently, the don't want to submit because I don't think my run is good enough. And I kind of get it, but like, if you don't submit, the next run that's going to be on there is going to be an even worse run, which is, I don't know. Even if the best run isn't as good as it can be, it's still at that point the best run. I'm gonna take a long route here just to grab more health. I just want to go into a 3-3 with like not complete no health. Yeah, world record history. You gotta start somewhere. It's nice to have resources for other people to learn and build off of. Unless your whole goal is to like keep your own strategies secret, which doesn't really make sense in the long term anyways. Again, if you don't submit, people are still gonna think there's a world record, but the world record they think is the world record is gonna be even worse than what's actually out there. If that makes any sense. I know that sounds almost like I'm gatekeeping a bit, but it's more like, that's not what I'm trying to say. If you don't submit your time, someone else can submit their time. So you might as well show what you've got, even if you think you can do better. Probably can do the unit on damage boost here, but yeah. Hold up, let him cook. Honestly, just in general, I always encourage people to submit their runs, no matter how good or bad. It always just helps to have more activity. But again, I'm not like, everyone's like entitled to do what they want. I'm not trying to, you know, if people don't want to submit runs, they don't have to submit runs. This is just my own point of view. I remember like being actively excited to submit my last place time for Pokemon Emerald, just because I thought it was going to be fun to be on the leaderboard, even if it was going to be like a bad time. But I figured, hey, if someone sees my bad time, maybe they'll be encouraged to beat it, because it's going to be really easy to beat. And now it's not even the last place time, there's someone who's behind me. Let him cook. Let Russ cook. just jump over that. Trying to do the inhale there loses me a little bit too much time, I think. Honestly, given how popular Kirby is, especially in Japan, I'm surprised they haven't done something like that. Even if it's like a small attraction. Oh, maybe I'm being dumb for saying that, but I feel like you'd actually get like people interested in that, at least on a small scale. Polka? What's going on with Polka? Too big of a star on the second one. Won't really be able to help me. Polka did a thing? Another one? 222.19 true. Oh shit, that was fast. Didn't they get a new true record like yesterday too? Honestly, I swear video game theme parks would be popular, depending on the franchise and depending on the location. I feel like, can you imagine if they made like a full-scale Pokemon theme park? People would lose their minds over that. You couldn't do it with every franchise. Even if they made like a Nintendo theme park, you have so many things to pull from. You get so many people so desperate to go to that, I swear. Maybe don't trust me with business ideas, but I think this one would go hard. A Poke Park, boom, it sells itself. It sells itself. And when the park fails, don't blame me. I don't know. Like, video games are a huge market. Especially, like, merchandise. Which would obviously be a big part of something like a theme park. Especially for Pokemon, like, they make way more money from their merchandising than they do from, like, the games or anything else. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze in Florida. A Donkey Kong roller coaster would be the best thing ever. I'm convinced. I feel like I could make that, but I don't know, don't really want to risk it. I'm struggling with my inputs there, what the hell? Can you imagine you go to a theme park and they just have like Legend of Zelda music playing on the speakers and a whole bunch of Legend of Zelda like areas? Cause you know how like different theme parks have like themed areas, so you go like the Disney World and there's like the Animal Kingdom and stuff like that. They could totally do that for like a Nintendo theme park or something like that. Why did I hear Yoda theme park? Oh yeah, Metroid would be sick. Cause it's so like atmospheric. So especially for like those rides where it's more about like the I don't know, like the environment and like the tension or stuff like that. Can you imagine like a Metroid? Oh, that'd be sick. True horror attraction. I've seen some like amusement parks add like small escape rooms as like technically like a ride you can do. Cory in the house, the DS ride. Too bad Cory's in the big house. And I'm not talking about Smash Bros. Nintendogs ride. Nintendogs was so popular, so iconic, they made dogs a real thing. Dogs are so cool. I wish they were real. More theme parks should just have dog. I was gonna say dog petting zoos, but it doesn't sound accurate. I want poutine for breakfast. That actually sounds like it would be really good. Whatever you could have like a breakfast poutine, like what you could add that would make it that. It's probably already a thing, honestly. Canada moment. I did wake up this morning and the first thing I did was go to Tim Hortons, so that may or may not be a Canada moment. Oh, I got a 57. Poutine is like if you took happiness and more happiness and turned it into a food. Hope that answers your question. Aston is truly my favorite Canadian. Aston has not gotten food yet. We can confirm Aston may or may not still be in bed. Nice not actually dashing there. Oh, that was close. I'm a little too close to the poppy bomb. But I'm sore as dicks. Okay, I've never heard that one before. I say as I struggled typing Canadian. For a second I read that as I struggled typing Canadianly. I don't even, it's not even a word, but somehow that's how I read that. I don't know what's funnier, how do you know how sore dick is, or just the way you type that? I feel like a noodle. That gives me so many more questions, but I'm going to ignore that. What? Okay, I had my freaking dash input Eden, and then I just got icicled. Oh my god. Okay, Aiden was literally thinking the exact same thing that I was. I don't get mecha here, do I? Yeah, forget Wing Mix. I straight up think that was my, Oh yeah, this is not like a long-term solution. I'm gonna have to drop Wing, but just to give myself something to get through, the next little bit. Oh, whoops, that was, undo. I'm stupid. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to keep Wing for long. This is literally just a backup. I probably lost like 8 seconds in 4-1, but I will be able to save a little bit of time in this first room from keeping Wing before I have to re-grab fire, so that's why I'm gonna skip split. Yeah, I straight up think mixing for Wing and then grabbing it, or then using it for the boss fight was the best backup I had. I have considered doing Wing Mix in 4-1, so this is almost like me testing this route out. You know, I actually probably also could have grabbed Mecha up here. I'm also gonna go for the wing mix again in 6-1, because that's what I did in PB, and it saved like, I think 9 seconds. Like, at least that's how much I gold it by. I don't really know technically how much it saved, but I'm like pretty positive it is faster. At least by a bit. Thank you for the speed. Once I get sub 3, I think I might actually start routing on Restricted. I'm curious to see kind of how broken this game can get with new mix mechanics plus Amiibo. Speaking of which, I don't have any Amiibos. I'll have to buy some for my speed run. God. I need to figure out if I can just get a bunch of like cheap Amiibos and just spam those, or how it's gonna work. Okay, do not accidentally press B over the pit. I will die. I don't care if I get hit. I just don't want to accidentally die while I'm doing this. Super bonkers to get rid of the super horn. Oh my god. That needs to become like a frickin', I don't know, Twitter like reply. Because I know the exact meme you're referencing. Bonkers to get rid of the super horn. Holy shit. I inhaled both the D and the key. Bars. The D. Honestly, I'm not even gonna bother keeping Ninja. I feel like I screw up more of my movement than I have Ninja for this last section. It's all ice anyways. Yeah, not great. I mean, most of this time loss is just from 4-1. Still a decent lead, though. Kirby on the... Oh, no. Aiden, how could you say this? Grand D, Crown D, Kirby on... Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my damn. I've done it. Let's go. This is a top 10 Aspen moment. Wow, both people getting out of bed at the same time. You saw it here first. too. I got up at the same time again for... Yo, same. I was actually awake at 6... I went back to sleep, but I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning on the dot with no alarm. Freaking morning shifts. Just by the time I start to get used to a morning schedule, I get shifted back to nights. Or sorry, not nights, afternoons. I wonder if it's better to climb up the ladder to avoid that, because the knockback's kind of intense. I can never look at that platform the same way after all the clips of me getting destroyed by that thing. It is Saturday. Happy Gudra Saturday. Tell me more about Gudra Saturday. I'm less interested in Sussy Saturday, but Gudra Saturday. Aiden's going shopping. I completely missed the sphere. Nice. Alright, I'll save time here. Won't gold, but what about flat? I'm a huge fan of Flat Fuck Friday. To me, that's not even like a day of the week, it's more like a holiday of the week. Gudra gets relegated to Saturdays. Yo, Grandpa, welcome to the stream. I was supposed to work this morning, but someone actually wanted my hours, so I was more than willing to give up a weekend shift. Fortunately, I am working tomorrow. Wow, words. Yeah, Flat Fuck Friday just gives me a purpose, you know? FFF, really good. I also wish I could do this room without bonking on the frickin' Nellies like 10 times. Ah, rip Firegator Thursdays. I need an alligator day every single day of the week, you know? That's really what keeps me going. Shouts to Lily as well. I barely dodged that Gordo. It's with the same pick Spinarak. Spinarak's a good Pokemon. So is Ariados. We stand the spider Pokemon. When you get out of bed to get food, but then you don't have the energy to actually make food, that's a problem. Alright, Aiden, your favorite frame's coming up. I'm gonna try to do it for you. Oh, I screwed it up. This game really makes you feel like a snowball. The wet dogs are home. Shout out to Jackson Sky. I hope this year, during Kirby Relay again, people just start randomly sharing pet pics. That was a highlight of last year. I was going through like Relay B chat, and there was just like a small thread of. I think it started with Geo posting a picture of. I know the name of your cat. Like, I know the name of your cat. Now I want to get this. This is gonna bother me. Like, I forget the name. Anyways, everyone started posting cat pictures. It was fantastic. Sleepy Ghost Gamer, thank you very much for the good luck. And welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Jojo, I knew it started with a J. I'm dumb. Shout out to Jojo. I know I'm bad. I have guilt. I have legitimate guilt for forgetting Geo's cat's name. Jojo was like a recurring figure of all the Soul Link streams. I don't know if this down air attack's gonna kill them. No, not even close, actually. We should... Honestly, Geo, I'm being 100% serious. I was considering DMing you and asking if you want to start another Soul Link soon. I've had the urge to do one. Mainly because I was going on a big binge of old Twitch clips in Aiden's Discord after looking throughout... I was going through a binge of Aiden's Discord, the clips, because I was trying to find all the ones where I was getting crushed in 4-3 from the platform, and I ended up going through a bunch of the Soul Link ones. I'm surprised that golden, but I'll take it. Felt like I made a lot of mistakes. I will DM you, but yeah, we should definitely do another Soul Link. Even if it like we're only doing an episode like every once in a while. Would be worth. Ooh, I'm off this Tuesday, actually. Like, aka, missed the key. 3 days from now. I was definitely thinking about, like, streaming some RTDL Deluxe, but I would pretty much have the whole day off, so I could chew a bunch. What is that emote? Is that the frickin' eye from, like, Super Mario 64? You want cake now? Where did that come from? Where did the cake urge come from? Okay, I'm not gonna go for, I lied, I'm gonna go for it again. I lied. I guess where I lost my 6 seconds last run is I tried to grab the cannon and I screwed it up. I fell into the pit. Look at the frickin' eye from Super Mario 64, the one you have to always make spin. Mr. I. Oh yeah, that's literally what it's called, Mr. I. I guess it kind of sounds like Mr. E. That's a whole different letter. I forgot, I probably should try experimenting with just using Mecha here. Honestly, this is a question I need to answer. Is Mecha just going to be faster than Fire for, like, movement? I don't think so. But if it does end up the Mecha is faster, there's a bunch of areas in this game where you can grab it. When you would have Fire available. I hope Aston is not only having a good breakfast, I hope it's a great breakfast. Oh yeah, Martin Day was yesterday. I go on Twitch and like frickin' every person is streaming some sort of Mario game. Also, I love how all I had to do was hold down there to hit the door, and I missed the door. Wait, French toast? Let's go, Aston. Good taste. Frickin' love French toast. But I'm gonna be honest, I just love bread. Any form of bread is great. Oh, don't worry, I was watching Yoda before I went live. He had a somewhat decent pace into Ronke. He got like a gold on the combo cannon split. But then I wasn't looking and he reset. I think he's actually gonna be grinding for a 32, like with resets, but I think that's what he's going for right now. Which is freaking insane. Oops. I should just learn the spacing here again so I don't have to fat Kirby it. Yeah, no, Yoda's ridiculous. If there's like any sort of number barrier that he can technically get, even if it's like barely on the edge of what's possible, it just seems like he'll go for it. Like for any percent no resets, it was like sub 3350, and I think he even got like a little bit beneath that. And now that like 32 is like barely technically possible with resets, it seems like he's just gonna grind for that, and that's insane. I feel like it's rare you get like world record holders who are so far ahead of their competition, who still have such a dedication to grind and like push their time lower. Because realistically, no one's even close to Yoda at this point. Aiden is my favorite world record holder. Easy game, easy life. That's because you were absolutely cracked at Rick percent, and I'm still literally in disbelief that anyone has lowered the time that low. Although, honestly, watching you do Rick percent makes me want to do Rick percent and also take it seriously. Gio, you should make... I don't actually know if this is allowed in terms of service, but what if you made a second SRC account that was like, instead of probably Geo, probably Rick, and then you uploaded your Rick percent on the any percent boards? You would be like top 15 and ahead of like a ridiculous amount of people using a Rick percent run. But I bet there's something in the terms of services where you can't have like more than one SRC account or something. But it would be funny to have like a novelty account so you can do different kind of speedruns. But I 100% get why they wouldn't. I don't want that. Interesting. I also know that you can submit runs even if they're worse than your PB, because I know Sauce submitted a bunch of runs on for KSS that were like different versions of the game, like the PAL world record. Ooh, Mangoland missions. I do love Mangoland. I was barely out of reach of that. Should've gotten a little bit closer. That might be the worst single spelling of moderator I have ever seen in my life. You wrote moderate her, but you did it in one word. Aiden flexing on all the non-mods and just posting a link in my chat without it getting, like, perma-blocked. Maybe I set it so like VIPs can post a link in chat. Or maybe I removed it because I know it's a setting. But at some point I had a setting where if you're just going to the chat and post a link, it ends up being like blocked by 3 asterisks. Or something like that. So people would come in and like share YouTube videos or something like that. But then I wouldn't be able to look at them because they were blocked. Speaking of that, why is Aston not an MVP? Or a VIP, not MVP. But they're pretty much the same thing. Gotta change that. I think it's actually a /VIP command. So if I do like glitch ass and /VIP command, usually I just do it off screen from the like Twitch settings and the role thing. Ah, Geo, how could you do that? Get out screwed. Technically, you are at a disadvantage if you're doing screw the run. Losing 250 apiece. God, these loads, oh my god. Ooh, I just realized I got 257 sudden best. That's very nice. I do know that I'm gonna want to go beneath just sub 3 hours. I'm gonna eventually want 258 and lower and stuff. But at least for right now, just getting sub 3 would be pretty cool. And I can take a bit of a break from this and focus on some of the other categories now that leaderboard's up. leave the lurk on. Appreciate that, Grample. Thank you for sticking around. Hope the brunch is fantastic. Ooh, Goofy. Let's go. I'm basic as hell with coffee. I just get like double. And if I'm making my own, it's definitely gonna have like a lot of cream or like milk or whatever, like coffee creamer. Okay, I just had time to read Aston's long message during a load screen, and turns out the message was a meme about the loads. If you have time to read this message, just read 5-2. I'm also like the halfway point of the run, so that's cool. This is a nice gold. It's gonna be close to like 10 seconds. Yeah, I've started drinking a lot more like coffee on my like morning shifts where I'm like up at like 6:15 a.m. Bomb rally hype. I've unlocked all of these minigames more than I've played them. Big respect to the people who just have like pure black coffee all the time. That's way too bitter for me. Although it is technically, yeah, the purest way to drink coffee. If you're like a real enthusiast. This is also like a small gold, not bad. Honestly, yeah, even like a spoonful of sugar would do like a lot to just... I guess it depends on if you really like bitter as a flavor in general. I really don't. I'll do like sweet, sour, spicy, like pretty much anything except anything that's really bitter. That's all like preference, really. Yeah, I love like coffee creamer, stuff like specifically designed for coffee, where it's like kind of sweet, but it also gives it a bit of a flavor, like vanilla or like hazelnut or something like that. Oh, that stuff in coffee is so good. You don't even need a lot of it, just a little bit, and then you don't need like any sugar or milk or anything else. Just one sip at a time, I can do this. I'm trying to think of other good examples. I feel like black licorice is probably a nice example, as long as it's like bitter. Definitely some like vegetables have like more of a bitter taste. What is the wildest coffee creamer that you sell? Give me like the weirdest, most out there flavor so I can judge it. I think you probably get some that are like so absurd or so sweet that you no longer feel like you're even drinking coffee, you're just drinking like sugar. What? Okay, that was not what I was expecting when you said weird. Southern butter pecan. I don't even know what that is, that last one. That sounds like a pasta dish. I can't get over cannoli flavored coffee creamer. What the hell? What is the market for that? Who's asking for that? I want to try. I don't even know if I want to try it. It just sounds so weird. I'm a little bit faster, I can make that. I guess that's why people use the Meta Knight cycle in a 2-player. Usually my movement's not even that clean, so I can't even get close. I wonder if it's better to just chill on the platform and then like guard through all the enemies right there. How long have all three been sitting there on the shelf? Like, ever since you brought them in? Sky is squeaking? That's so cute. if I got one more, that would have been fine. Could have been worse, though, I guess. But yeah, I can definitely... If I'm gonna commit to doing this with a whip instead of spear, I can definitely do that better. Aw, poor Sky. It's tough to beat her. They sell well? Okay, apparently I just don't understand the market for these items then. Slash these like, food flavors. American moment. Crackety Hack, the only sub game I have played. Bro, America got some exotic shit. You can say that about a lot of countries, though. We're taking Sonic out. America got some shit. One of my favorite things to do is to like look at something like McDonald's menus from different areas of the world that like incorporate their own kind of like spin on it, and just seeing some of the weird stuff you get. You want to see some quote-unquote exotic shit. Mixed spaghetti. Wow. Wow. That's a phrase that's never gonna leave my mind. I feel like McGriddle is the only thing you would get in the States. This might be a fight where it's better to use Mecha. Then again, that's really fast. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like you can spam water faster in this than you could in OG. Maybe I was just really bad in OG. And this whole level actually went really well. This will be like a gold by a couple seconds. Most of this World 5 has been sick. The only stage I didn't gold in this level, I still saved 7 seconds. That was close. Alright, that was good. People lose their mind over the McRib. I don't even think I've tried it, but it doesn't look that good. Looks like a very average, I don't know, McDonald's type of item. Is that gonna hit? Oh, I'm like barely too early. That's gonna be right on top of Doomer, actually. I need to be careful. I really do not want to accidentally grab super ability. Like, I'm not gonna grab this after I grab the lore part, right? So at this point, it's a cutscene. Okay, cool. Haha, funny meme. Grand. I'm more partial to Grand Doomer. Sorry, Grand Boomer. Yeah, I saved a ridiculous amount of time in Nutty Noon. That's kind of, I don't know, just wasn't expecting that. I can't lie, I'm a little bit nervous. This pace is a lot better than I was expecting. But I'm not even, like, I'm still an hour out at the end of this run, so I can't really afford to feel nervous. You've given up? Alright. You gave it a shot today. Just keep doing it and eventually you'll be able to have black coffee. You mean like lock in mentally? Should have locked in mentally before that happened. But I think Gio's right. Should probably just focus. Aston has acquired the benefits. Let's go. wanted to get knocked forward there, if possible. I'm still going for this. Honestly, any type of French toast is gonna slap. That was a good frame. Get down there. I was gonna say, I think I'm with Geo on that one. That might be a more specific problem. It's specifically, okay, if you don't get milk, then probably not, but it's weird if you have like a specific reaction to that. It still saved a good chunk of time. Alright, I'm gonna go for the wing mix in this level again. With our focus. Thank you, Geo. Don't spend too much money. I hope you have a good one. Rhynek, thank you for the speed. Same to you, Aiden. Thank you for the speed. Glad I got the wing mix here. Mr. Doobie. That was a pretty decent fight, actually. Getting Night Billy knocked out, but then finishing the KO of that works pretty decently. This is a nice gold, wow. Took me like 7 seconds, maybe even like 8. Reineck. That was really clean. In this context, what is the rocks that... Okay. Honestly, I know so many people who, like, text or like interact in like Discord like that. They'll just, rather than do like one long message, it'll be like 15 small messages you just sort of daisy chain together. It's kind of a pet peeve, but so many people do it that I just kind of get used to it. I feel like I type out all my messages like as an essay, which probably annoys some people. So I won't respond for a while, and then when I do respond, it'll just be like one massive wall of text. I do it in comedic effect. Honestly, that's a legit thing too. It could be funny while doing it. Ooh, I was too early on that. Nice. That actually worked out better. Oh no, I died. Oh no. Shouldn't have happened. No way. There's no way I'm like on 257 pace. But it's technically possible. Because I know I can lower enough of my golds late game. Okay, 95. I haven't missed anything yet. So the remaining 5 levels are all 5 energy spheres. So once I see that 95 message pop up, I'm like, okay, I haven't missed anything at this point. It's not going to be a problem. Honestly, I'm still gonna grab a parasol here, so it doesn't really matter if I did lose fire. Oh shoot, Parasol went the other way. I don't really need Parasol, but you can save a little bit of time throughout the rest of 6-4 if you have it, at least for parts of it. Not doing that though. No, those sharks are in the original. I definitely think on one of my early any % runs in OG, I lost wing to one of those sharks grabbing me. I remember 6-4 when I was first learning any percent for original. Like, this was a level I had a lot of problem keeping wing in. But you always got wing back in 6-5, so it was never like a massive time loss. You would just like lose a minute or something like that. Oh, there are sharks in KDL3, but they're blue. I feel like they're supposed to be the same enemy, they just kind of like revamp the design a little bit. Yeah, I'd say they're pretty much the same enemy. Like, they have the same kind of a thing where they don't really damage you from touching you, but if they get close, they kind of eat you up, and yeah. That was a lot of hit stun. Not like it really matters right here, because this first part's like an auto-scroller. I'm fucked. Oh, I really do thought I was screwed. I was late on that. Oh my god. Yeah, that was Monka. I also could have just like committed to going under the platform and playing it safe so I didn't die, and I still just went for it. I could have kept fire for way longer. I don't know why I dropped it that soon. I thought the bird arm was closer, I guess. Not a big deal. Nice door entry, dummy. How did I fumble around that switch for so long? Oh my god. Won't gold, but I'll save a little bit of time. Had a few mistakes throughout. It's surprisingly long load. I was gonna say, sometimes they throw a really long load at you, and I just think it's, oh, what, it's supposed to be in 5-2 or something? It's always funny when I also think I'm like close to gold, then the load screen beforehand is so long that's like, ah, shoot, that was like the second I needed. Yeah, 6-5, 6-3, sorry, not 6-3, 5-3 as well, like the level right afterwards. That was really good. That's really clean. This might be like a very small goal. Nice. Another 40 seconds in egg engines. Jeez. Bye. I'm very lucky. Please don't screw me over. Not the best snowball movement. Had a couple like wasted powers. I'm getting the bad end of most of these damage boosts. Oh shoot, I'm stupid. Why did I jump into that? It's this one I can jump into. I gotta be careful, I'm like losing a lot of health. Please work. I know some of the spheres, like around the sphere boomer, can like block the ability, and in that case I would have been kinda screwed. Like I would have had to find some other backup. Definitely also if they didn't knock the ability out of me, I think I may have been able to KO them before they went off screen. Should also probably experiment with the dash attack more, because I think the dash attack's actually more powerful than like the up B I'm spamming. This thing's really following me down the whole elevator ride, isn't it? I've never seen it do that before. Down there. Oh, fucking crash went all the way up there. I didn't want to drop it above the platform. Why do I keep screwing this up? Gotta do freaking ninja again. Not great. I grabbed hammer, dummy. I'm trying to spam down B. I'm so much better at this fight when I just do this. Like, I know the charges are faster, but I'm so bad at executing them. Spent 96 at Best Buy. Let's go. What'd you get? Or is that confidential? for KFL. Real true ending speedrunners be like. What did you buy? Wireless earbuds? Oh, you bought a bunch of them. Getting a freaking setup going. This is not. A pop socket is one of those things that goes in the back of your phone. It's like a little circle holder, and you can almost use it as a mini like phone stand too. It's supposed to like make it easier to grip your phone. I've used them before. I don't know. I didn't find it super comfortable. It can work in cars. A lot of times they also just like, you know, it's easier for you to hold your phone and stuff like that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Probably a safe bet. Won't be missing much. So I'll be teaching you skincare tech. Shouts to Selby. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer so I KO all three of those enemies. I'm bad, but I'm also lucky. I would have been able to re-grab Wing, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but that would have been a bit of a time loss. I'm kind of looking forward to challenges for no other reason than I know I can gold that split by a lot. By a lot, I mean like maybe even 30 seconds, and that could be a huge time save late game. I just need to actually be good and remember to go straight to the lore and not the map. Alright, focus time, focus time. If anyone finds Aiden's missing hairband, please post in chat. Yes, this is an emergency. I think as long as I'm on the volcano, this will work. Not too far. Yeah, this works. I want to be far away because then I can actually do the slide boost. Yo, Mute. You came just at the perfect time. Hoping this will be the run. Check it out. Cool. Go to the lore. Go to the lore. Aiden, I'm going to remember. This is the run that I remember to go to the lore and not the map. I'm also not going to go to the main menu. It's not going to be that either. Alright, there should be a small gold. Honestly, I think I could have golded more, because my last run had an accidental, like, or an extra mix, and I was a gold, so... This isn't too bad, though. Give me item challenge. To the lore. Very cool. That's like a 10-second time save that I keep forgetting to do. That was press start, press A, not start, sorry. You press start on this. The wrong way. Nice. Yeah, that was a little iffy. Got screwed over by that block there. Ironically, it's streamer, please calm down, but I'm kind of mentally freaking out a little bit. I just don't want to make any, like, big choke mistakes at the end of the run. Honestly, I should add that. That sounds funny. I should just add more screamer, like, blank. Like, just more, like, random things. Because those, like, channel point rewards, I swear, like, tend to be the most, like, popular. They're funny. I screwed this up. Streamer, please panic now. I might just add that after the stream. Streamer, why aren't you freaking out? Prohydrate. I'll do that after this challenge. It's a good idea. I'm too close. Oh my god. Hydrate. Alright, 3 more challenges. pretty good. I think I did like a half decent, yo noops, this is hopefully gonna be the run. We will see. I think the half decent wing challenge, this could gold enough to put 2:57 best possible time back on the table. Because usually wing challenge is pretty fast. It takes like 50 seconds. Shoot, not the movement I wanted. Oh shoot, I gotta be careful now. Last thing I want to do is take damage. Oof, this is not clean. No gold, but decent enough. Honestly, wing challenge isn't too bad. I'm a lot more nervous during item and water challenge right at the end. Especially item challenge. But I guess it depends on preference. Enter the door. That is true. Falling is scary. Man, I've had a lot of door troubles this run. This is not good RNG. Crown is not giving me any easy hits. Yeah, lost 3 seconds. I definitely don't think 257 is gonna happen, but I am not gonna be stressed about that. Just get a low 58. Honestly, as I said, I'm still confident I could gold that whole challenge split by like 30 seconds. I think eventually I'm gonna redo it so they're all individual splits, and I can like monitor my progress more closely on each split. But as a chunk, like 13.5 is kind of slow. I think sub 13 is realistic if you're really optimal. I was considering it. I do it on some runs. I think I did it on my last. I was a little too distracted. I'm like, ooh, it might be close. I always go for the 1-up in 6-5 for the style points. So I got that going at least. I was watching my DK do that when he was learning Return to Dreamland and like doing runs. He did this entire auto scroller like pacifist, pretty much. Like he would intentionally not hit a single enemy. It was really funny. Even like at the end of the first section when the 3 big enemies come, you don't actually have to knock them out. You can just like wait and you'll still transition to the next screen. So that's what he did. He just waited. It was actually impressive. It was way more impressive than trying to knock out all the enemies. But I guess if you're bored enough in the auto-scroller, you might as well just have fun with it. I do the Landia dash on that part. For the first part, I just do charge shots. Charging might be faster, I'm not actually sure. But yeah, doing those little charges, or sorry, doing that little dash attack when Landia moves her, moves to the left side is really good. Ooh. Honestly, I should stop being lazy about some of these strats and actually do like a timing comparison. Because there is a good chance that just doing pure dashes ends up being faster. If nothing else, you're saving your hands. I'm freaking shaking the remote, the controller the whole time. Fumble the game. Such as Return to Dreamland. I swear they usually spawn left. I still don't understand the spawn mechanics. I'm gonna predict that they're gonna spawn left, so I'm gonna show on the side of the screen. Let's see if this pays off. Never mind. Can't win. Oh, he's on the wrong side of the screen. I'm not gonna be able to get the quick hit. Oh. Not great, but it's pretty minor in the grand scheme of things. I didn't want to take that damage. That's not good. I gotta be really careful with my health. Oh my god, there it is. The first sub 3. And we skipped 259. Holy shit. Noobs, Mute, Aiden, Aston, Geo, thank you for the GGs. Hey, Mute, thank you for the bits. Gamer doing gaming. And that was honestly a really good run. Like, I was thinking the first time I got sub 3, it would be like a high 259, like a barely sneaking out there. Streamer, please calm down. I should calm down. There was like a lot of good gold streaks throughout this whole run. Especially late game, especially like Worlds 5, 6, and 7 were all really solid. Yeah, I know Magolor could also probably go down like 10 seconds or so. Yeah, this will be... This was solid. Also, I hit 3 wing mixes in just this run. I only intended to do 2. The third one was a backup. Well, damn, there it is. Now what? Yeah, those are the 2 mixes that I do. Yeah, 6-2 and 7-2. If you see the VOD for this run, what happened is I got really unlucky in 4-1. I got smacked by an icicle and lost fire. So before the Gigant Edge at the end of the level, I mixed for wing and used that for the end of 4-1 and like the first little bit of 4-2 before you have to grab fire. It was like an impromptu backup, but it actually, well, it didn't save me time, but I've honestly considered going for a wing mix in 4-1 where those 3 Poppy Bros are on the hill. I know you have to ditch it in 4-2, but I was wondering if it might save a little bit of time in 4-1 and like the first little bit of 4-2, like even if it's only like 5 to 10 seconds or something like that.